Hello students, hope you are doing well. I heard that many students are unable to install SQL Server database and SQL Server Management Studio. And in this movie, we will see how we can download and install SQL Server, the latest version of SQL Server, as well as the latest version of SQL Server Management Studio. Previously, when you download and install SQL Server, the complete database as well as the management tools can be installed and downloaded and installed in one instance. But later Microsoft changed the way we work with this database management system. We have to separately download and install SQL Server, and we have to separately download and install SQL Server Management Studio. So first we have to download and install SQL Server. Let me type search for SQL Server database. So here you see the first results. You see SQL Server downloads. It lists the available versions of SQL Server. Let me give a click on this first link. So here you see try SQL Server on-premise or in the cloud. There are three options available. We are going to install the SQL Server management, SQL Server database management system in our computer PC. So we have to download it. I'm going to click on the download, and it will ask for registration. I'm going to give my name. This name Sabras Nawaz Samsudin Sabras at ac.ac.lk. Company name Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, and region, country or region it asks for. Let's see whether Sri Lanka is listed. Sri Lanka, I'm looking for Sri Lanka here. Sri Lanka is not listed, so let us say India region maybe. Company size more than 250 employees, role educator. Country code Sri Lanka, so it is not listing Sri Lanka here. What might be the reason? So it is not available for Sri Lanka. This seems. Anyways, let us choose India. Let me give the number, and let me click on download. So it is asking which version of SQL Server I would like to download. So it is going to be a 64-bit edition, because my PC is a 64-bit edition. So it is going to download SQL Server 22 Evaluation 2. So here you can see the instructions, how we can download the resources, etc. So let me click on this, start download. So you will get a SQL Server installer. Click yes. So SQL Server 22 Evaluation Edition it is asking for. So I'm going to select the type download media, because I'm going to download the media to my computer hard drive, and it is going to be ISO file. I'm going to choose the location, browse. I'm going to create a folder here in my desktop, SQL Server 2022. Okay, and it is here. Click on download. So it starts downloading. It's about 1 GB file. Okay, so let me pause the video and come back to you once it is downloaded. So we are resuming. It is downloading at the rate of 81 Mbps. It is downloading, so we will wait until it's completed. is almost completed. Yep, download is successful. We can open the folder and see the files. Here you see both the SQL Server database as well as SQL Server Management Studio have been downloaded to my folder. What I have to do is first right click on this and extract to SQL Server 3264-bit edition. While you download this SQL Server 22 version, if you don't have this SQL Server Management Studio file downloaded, you have to separately download it. Let me show you how you can download. I'm going back and I'm going to search SQL Server Management Studio. So if you type this, if you search for this, you will get the link. The first link itself you can use to download SQL Server Management Studio separately. The latest version of SQL Server Management Studio is here, 20.1. So you can click on this download SQL Server Management Studio, and if there are some instructions to follow like registration and so on and so forth, you can do them. Here without any registration, it is popping up because we have already registered in the same same login. Sometimes you may be prompted because I have already logged into the system, and you can check whether you are able to download without registration. If it asks for registration, please give your details to download this SQL Server Management Studio. SSMS means SQL Server Management Studio setup. Okay, so we don't have to download it separately since it has been downloaded to our system. Let me open the folder, and I have extracted this file. I'm double clicking here, and I'm going to right click on this setup, right click, run as administrator. It will prompt you for asking for administrative privilege. Now we have these installation center screen. So it shows links for hardware and software requirements, and you can check them all. I'm going to click on installation tab, and I'm going to install make a new installation of this SQL Server. So click on this first link, new SQL Server standard installation. It might take some time in your machine depending on the memory capacity as well as the processor speed of the computer. So you have to be patient while you make this installation. So here it is asking for evaluation edition. We are not going to have an evaluation edition. We are going to use a developer edition. It is a free edition. No need to have any product keys. You choose a developer edition. You can use it free of charge and accept the license terms. If you want, you can go through the terms and then click on this checkbox to accept it and click on next button. It does some checks, and you don't have to click on this update because it might take some time. Click next. So it is scanning for the products, and it will download the set of files, and some homeworks are done. Wait until it gets the system prepared. I'm going to pause this video for some time. So it has done all the checks, and it is showing a warning for me, firewall. Let us see what is the firewall rule. Firewall, we have to, the Windows firewall is enabled, so we have to switch it off. In our case, we are not going to work with other servers. This machine is going to work, this SQL Server is going to work on the same PC, so no need to worry about it. I'm going to exclude this, uncheck this Azure extension because we are not going to work with cloud systems. So uncheck this and click next. Here it is asking for what you want to install. We are going to have only the database engine services, so we are worried about this database engine only. So we are going to work with this database engine only, so we are going to select database engine services. Click next. Here it is asking for which instance you're going to have. Since we are going to install the SQL Server in this machine for the first time, we can go with the default instance. It is Microsoft SQL Server. So if you have already installed SQL Server in this machine, you can choose another instance. Unlike MS Office Suite and other software applications, we can have more than one instance of this SQL Server database. Within one box, you can have many instances of this SQL Server system. So since this machine doesn't have another system installed, we are going to have this default instance. Click next. It is asking for collation. We don't have to worry about collation, and we are not going to work with other Unicode systems. Just click next. So it is asking for user authentication. I'm going to add the current logged in user. So you have to click on this add current user in this machine. You can have both Windows authentication as well as the SQL Server authentication. So if you want to have mixed mode authentication, you can choose mixed mode, where you will have to give a password and the username will be SA, System Administrator or Server Administrator. You can give the password. We are going to have only Windows authentication. If you are logged into the system, it will work. That's it. Next. It summarizes what the system is going to do, the installation is going to do. So click install and relax for some time until the SQL Server database management system is installed in this machine. So I'm going to pause this video for some time until it's installed. Let us resume. Now the installation is complete. Database engine services succeeded. SQL browser, SQL writer, setup, support files, everything successfully installed, which means we have installed the SQL Server database management system in our PC successfully. Click on this close button to close this installation process, and here we can click on this close button to close this installation center window. So now we have installed the software, and we have to install this SQL Server Management Studio, which is an IDE, Integrated Development Environment, that helps us visually connect and work with SQL Server Database Management System. You can connect and work with SQL Server through a command prompt using DOS mode or command prompt. You can connect to SQL Server and work with that. Rather than doing it, the Microsoft has provided us an easy to use interface in the name of SQL Server Management Studio, which we can use to connect and work with the SQL Server database management system. So I'm going to install this SSMS. Right click and choose Run as Administrator. It asks for do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes, click yes. And it is asking for the installation folder where you want to have this SQL Server Management Studio installed. So it is suggesting C drive program files. It means 32x 32-bit files. SQL Server Management Studio 19. Without changing anything, just click on install to get this app installed in your computer. So it is loading the packages, and we have to be patient for some time until it completes its installation. Until it completes installation, I'm going to pause this video. Well, the installation of SQL Server Management Studio is complete and setup completed successfully. I'm going to click on this close button. Now let us open this SQL Server Management Studio. The window the frame is not allowing me. I'm going to click on start menu and click on SQL Server Management Studio. So this cropping, I have to crop this to fit this window. So this is the SQL Server Management Studio interface. I have to connect to the database. I'm going to click on this connect button and choose a database engine. It is asking for which server you are going to connect. So localhost is selected. In your case, sometimes you might have the server name listed here. If you don't have server name listed, click on localhost. So that type localhost and you will be able to connect to the database. Now I'm going to click on the connect button. So we have successfully connected to these SQL Server database management system 16, which means 2022. Here you will see the nodes, the Object Explorer, List House, the database components. Here one of the components is databases. By default there is no database here available. You can create database, and if you want, I can show you how you can create a new database. I'm clicking on new query and I'm going to see create database SANA. Fine. Now I'm going to click on this execute button. It says commands completed successfully. So you don't see any database here. I'm going to click on this folder and click on this refresh button, so that we have the database created successfully. And if you want to see this database, where this database is located in the computer, you can open your computer, my computer window, Windows Explorer. You can open and click on C drive, program files, SQL Server. Let's see where SQL Server is installed. Microsoft SQL Server and Microsoft SQL Server 16. Okay, this is the one we installed, I guess. Let's see. No, that's not the one. Now we install this one. SQL data. Ask for permission. Here you see the database that we created, SANA. Because these are the already available database. These are system databases. So this is the one we created. When you create a database, it creates a log file also. We will learn while we create database and objects. So with this video, let me conclude this session. We have seen how we can download SQL Server and SQL Server Management Studio, and then how we can install both these applications in our machine. So let us see to how to work with this in our future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Please practice them all. Thank you.